Streets are so atrocious. Young Thug told everybody that Gunna was a snitch. I'm telling you this. I don't give a fuck if you believe me. That's what he sent to. Or he sent a message to Dirk, Baby. There's a few other rappers. I just won't call their names. Just because some of them just told me in privacy. All of them rappers start not fucking with Gunna, speaking out. They're chilling away. Thug got out. Gunna kind of hot. Ain't like you're trying to really like jump and work with Gunna, but he's kind of stuck in a rock. The streets are so.
Hey Dirk, I know. I want you on. I'm dropping this this surprise album on the same day Buddy dropped his album. That shit coming up soon. I need a verse from you. If you feel like replying, if you feel like you want to reply to what that nigga saying or something, man, don't do it. Drop it on my album. I'm dropping a surprise album on the same day that fuck nigga dropping. Send your verse in, bro. I want you and Wham on the same song. Send your verse in.
Academics music.
I love you, bro.
Academics music.
Hey, Dirk.
What's the relationship with you and Gunna right now?
I don't got no relationship, you know.
Mm-hmm. The internet says you can't make hits without Gunna. So do you think y'all ever make music again?
The internet will say anything.
Mm-hmm.
You know how many hits I got?
Absolutely.
And so that don't even make sense, you know?
One of those artists was Gunna. You guys did a ton of songs together.
Yeah.
Very successful on your label.
Yeah.
He was arrested about the same time as you. I think a lot of people wonder what that relationship is like now.
Yeah. I know everybody wondering that.
What's it like?
I don't know.
That's all I was saying when I came out about Gunna. Basically, that's what I was trying to say without really just putting too much on it. Basically, what I'm saying, like, damn, if we did shout it like this, we got to do everybody like that then, y'all. We got to do all these boys like that because everybody took plead.
Damn.
So what is it about, though? And I see niggas really stuck on the Gunna shit.
Yeah.
Niggas still on that.
Yeah, they own
like,
it.
they own it heavy. So, like, what is it then? Don't have me out here beefing with a nigga, talking about a nigga rat and all that, this, that, and the third. And then it's my fault too, because I should have sat back and just had my own thought process and stop jumping off there out of emotions. Because I see my brother going through some shit, and notice I always say my brother, bro, because I still don't have no ill will about this man, bro. This is the honest God truth, bro. God, don't let me wake up tomorrow if I'm lying.
Right.
It's just, hey man,
The truth is the truth, though.
what's real is real, bro.
Urban Artificial Intelligence, Strategic Thinking Media Platform. We got a situation brewing in Atlanta, man. Atlanta politics is something that I want to talk about in this segment. We hear a lot of people say how much love it is in Atlanta, how people in Atlanta help everybody out. And I think for the most part, that is the case. For the last 20 to 25 years, when it came to rap and hip hop, that has been the case. A lot of collaborations. There has obviously been some beef. But for the most part, the top tier Atlanta artists, and there's been a lot of them, they all, for the most part, work together. But this is something kind of different that's going on now with the whole YSL thing. It's kind of a split politics situation, all right? People are kind of having to choose sides, kind of like with the Jeezy and Gucci Man situation. People are kind of being forced to choose sides, and they're having to do it on public platforms, man. Now, recently, Young Thug reacted to Gunna covering up the YSL tattoo. Of course, people was able to tell that his YSL tattoo was covered up. It went viral. He covered it up with like flames or something, which is kind of ironic because in the video of the recent song that Young Thug dropped with Future, I think it's called Money on Money or something like that. It's a pretty cool song. The video starts out with the YSL logo burning. Now, when people seen that in that video, they knew automatically what it meant. It was the official ending of YSL. People kind of had started to figure this because of some of the tweets that Young Thug was tweeting out about Gunna, and kind of some of the other things that people were saying about Gunna around Young Thug. Some of the media personalities knew. DJ Academics and Wayno and some other people spoke about how inside the industry, rappers basically knew they was gonna have to pick sides between Young Thug and Gunna. Officially, as soon as Young Thug came out, if you wanted to fuck with Young Thug, you basically was gonna have to stop fucking with Gunna, and probably vice versa. All right, get in the comments, man. Let me know what y'all think about that. Do y'all think that's true? It seems like that's the case, at least on Young Thug end, all right? Because when that video came out, it went viral. Gunna covered up his tattoos. That went viral. Now Young Thug replied again, all right? And Young Thug replied with a tweet. It said, well, he did say it must end. All right. That's the only thing he tweeted. Now, what that meant was he was referring to the Alfred plea that Gunna took. One of the stipulations when the judge was reading off the Alfred plea, she said, did Gunna agree that YSL was a gang and that it must be stopped or the gang must end? And he, of course, replied the infamous yes, ma'am, to that question. And that's the issue that Young Thug got with Gunna. Now, this shouldn't come as a surprise to anybody. I personally knew Young Thug stopped messing with Gunna when he dropped the album Business is Business. That's what that meant to me. Because at that time, when that information came out about Gunna taking that Alfred plea, nobody said anything about him being dropped from YSL. Of course, Young Thug was still incarcerated at the time, and Gunna was technically a witness. So Young Thug couldn't speak on a witness, and only YSL Records social media could actually speak on Gunna, and they was even barely speaking on him. They was a little bit. It wasn't given any exclusive information, which we would think they have exclusive information. They're his record label. All right, we would think they know everything. Obviously, they probably did. They just knew Young Thug was at odds with him, so they wasn't saying too much about it. Either way it go, when Business is Business came out, just the name, the title, the cover, how it showed Young Thug looking kind of back, that kind of let me know this was about Gunna. Um, and like I said, a lot of people was wondering, well, they must still be cool because Gunna still signed to YSL. Nobody's dropping Gunna. And then Young Thug released the album called Business is Business. He was basically saying Gunna is on the label because Gunna can rap. Business is business. Or maybe he was saying that was Gunna's feelings. Business is business. That's why he told that title has to do with Gunna. Y'all get in the comments and let me know. Once I seen that title and I seen the cover, I knew he was talking about Gunna, and him and Gunna wasn't gonna get along. But getting back to the current situation, this is not all about Young Thug and Gunna. All right, this is a political alliance system in Atlanta. It all could be messed up. It all could be rearranged. All right, because we've seen Future and Baby with Young Thug heavily. All right, Young Thug is on Baby album. Future is obviously gonna be on Young Thug album because he's on the Money on Money single, and that's probably a single. And he's, even if it's not, he's probably gonna be on Young Thug album when it come out. So we know Future and Baby is rocking with Young Thug. Now we look on the other side. What do we see? We see Offset rocking with Gunna. This is not by mistake. We seen them release a couple of songs not too long ago, about a year or so ago. Style Rare, one of my favorite songs in the past couple of years. That's a great song. A lot of people was anticipating a mixtape, but Offset is being unapologetic about fucking with Gunna. Now, all this stuff was going on, the whole YSL, everything with that. Gunna and Offset rocking with each other, cool. But the thing that kind of made me pay the most attention to this, the thing that caught my eye the most and made me have to dissect this deeper, was when Quavo start rocking with Lil Baby. All right, Lil Baby obviously on Young Thug's side of this. He's not rocking with Gunna. He said it multiple times. So that means Baby is not rocking with Offset. And Lil Baby and the Migos have a history of not getting along. We remember the viral scene when P said the show must go on, and Baby is behind him walking down some stairs, and he like, yeah, the show must gotta go on, or something like that. We know he was talking about Offset. All right, that was a slick shot at Offset. So Baby and the Migos have had friction for a while. I think they have maybe one or two songs together. When you talk about Lil Baby, when you talk about the Migos, when you talk about the size of their reach and their impact, and the fact that they on the same label, they should have way more songs together. Lil Baby and the Migos, Lil Baby and Offset, Lil Baby and Takeoff, Lil Baby and Quavo should probably have a joint album together. For as long as they have been on QC, they should have way more music together. All right, the Migos kind of help build the foundation that helped launch Lil Baby. They should have way more songs together for them to be so closely tied together. All right, but for Quavo to just now be locking in with Lil Baby, what does that say to y'all? Does that say that he's directly going against Offset? because they were supposed to have squashed their beef. Y'all get in the comments, let me know what's going on with these moving parts, all right? Because right now, we got Young Thug, we got Quavo, we got Lil Baby, we got Future, and on the other side, we got Offset and Takeoff. How is this gonna end? Another situation that kind of went viral: Lil Woody, YSL Mondo, and Rollo linking up. All right, why is Rollo linking up with Young Thug enemy? All right, Woody is. Let me not say enemy. I'm not gonna say Woody and Young Thug are enemies, but Young Thug definitely don't rock with Woody. YSL Mondo and Rollo both rocking with Lil Woody. Y'all get in the comments and let me know what y'all think about this. Is this a strategic play on their behalf? And this is Strategic Thinking Media platform. And by strategic play, I'm specifically talking about Rollo. What made Rollo want to link with Woody? What made Rollo want to link up with YSL Mondo and Woody both at the same time? What is Rollo's relationship like with Young Thug? We know they was enemies back in the day. What is their relationship like now? Why did Rollo decide to do this? Is this him directly going against Young Thug? And have we seen Rollo link up with Gunna? Is he cool with Offset? What role does Rollo play in this? Because I think he does play a role. I think him linking up with Woody and YSL Mondo was a chess move. All right, I think it was a chess move, whether it was to make more money, whether it was to make his alliance stronger. I don't know. Y'all got to get in the comments and let me know. Who do y'all think got the strongest alliance out of all three situations? Is it Young Thug, Quavo, Baby? Is it Gunna and Offset? Or is it Rollo, YSL Mondo, and Lil Woody? I want y'all to get in the comments and let me know. And is there anybody that can smooth this out between all three factions? Is there anybody who can bring all of these guys together and make sure it's no beef? I don't know, man. Y'all get in the comments and let me know. Urban Artificial Intelligence, Strategic Thinking Media platform. I'm going to see y'all on the next episode. Peace.